Having trouble drawing trees and making them look real? This video's for you. Have you ever drawn trees and they always turn out stiff and weird? The problem is spacing. The thing is, the trees don't grow like that. And when you start spacing them out evenly, they start looking rigid and unnatural. In this lesson, I'm going to show you an easy way to fix that by using negative space, overlapping shapes, and natural looking forms to make your trees look full of life. Grab your pencil and let's get to work. My name's Kurt and I'm a dad who draws.
Let's try this big grove of trees here. This will be excellent as well. All right, I'm gonna kind of start down below here and maybe there, make kind of like this hill here, right? And once again, I'm going to use like a containment line so I can kind of get the overall outline of these trees. What I would recommend is look at the negative space and do this lightly. So like there's this negative space right down the center here, just something like this. You see that? All right. I'm going to do that over there. There's another space here. Yeah, this, by drawing the negative space, it's going to help you make sure that you don't put these things in perfect spaced out. Like you don't space these things out perfectly. That's not what we want. So let's start with the trunk right in here. All right, so I'm just going to remember, straight up and down. Right? Right. Big guy next to him, we're going to bring him down like this. Jump over here, maybe, right? There's one there, one there, one there. You can see I'm not following exactly, but just enough to be inspired. Okay, I'm gonna squint my eyes, really squint my eyes here, and drop in these shapes of value for these leaves. Now we'll make adjustments as we go along, but just in general, where I see these grouping of leaves, I'm going to add some value. I like to try and add all my detail last. I like to get my construction in. I like to get my gesture in. And then I can put my value in. And I like that order because then a lot of time your detail in, because a lot of times you're not, if you get your value and your structure right, you don't have to put as much detail. And I think that makes for a far more interesting drawing. Okay, so as far as my leaves go, I'm just using these teeny little scallops. You know, I'm thinking as if I was using clay, actually molding these out of clay. What would that look like? I like to use overlap, so I might be doing this. If I see a darker shadowed area, I'm going to add some more scallops. I like some of these silhouettes I see in the background. So you could use the same process and end up drawing a nice forest. Okay, so when I'm drawing my trunks, I'm kind of going up and I'm using straight lines and I'm just kind of doing this sort of thing. Then when I go into my branches, I'm coming out, coming back a little bit, coming back. You see, and I just keep going in that with that idea. There's some nice silhouettes in the background here. And then, look, I'm just kind of going back into my leaves on the one side there and adding a little more darker value on maybe the right side, because that's where the shadow side is. I keep thinking of my leaves. If you go back to this example, I'll drop in an overall tone and then I'll come back in and kind of darken the side where the light isn't hitting. Nice tapered silhouettes down here. If you've got reference like I give you here, I'll use your reference. Get inspired by it. Don't just forget about it, but go back to it. That's what it's there for. Here's a little bit of overlap. There's a little bit of overlap right there and a little more maybe. See, that causes some forms to be in front of others. Okay, I think that's going to do it for today. So there's a nice sketch of a grove of trees using a bonsai tree for our reference. Hey, thanks for watching, everyone. My name's Kurt. I'm a dad who draws. If you do have additional questions, please join our Facebook group. It's totally for free. Post your questions in there. You can direct it toward me, or even down here in the comments below, you can ask a question and I will try and answer it my best. My name's Kurt. I'm a dad who draws. All right. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Okay. Bye-bye.